Communication tools, synchronous and asynchronous communication. This is an overview of the communication tools that are available. I hope you take time to review this PowerPoint that is narrated. There will be more research and investigation in order to have a full understanding of how the communication tools work. Not to mention, using them is really the best way to understand the tool and its effectiveness. I have included additional resources, links, and page numbers for your convenience. We will also practice with each other and hear from others who have used some of the tools in their classes before launching them live. Now, it can't get any better than that. Advantages of regular and effective contact. The reasons for regular and effective contact is equally compelling for face-to-face as it is for online instruction. How do we know we are connecting with our students? How can we assess their learning? And what are we preparing our students for? Some of the things that we're going to be doing is going to be required by Title V to ensure students are successful. It will also help to foster core values of the college mission. Regular and effective contact helps to build online communities that encourage collaboration, creates that human presence to connect personally, embeds basic skills, reading, writing, and synthesizing, and introduces 21st century technology skills that are so vital to our students today. Helps to assess and authenticate our students' work. There are two modalities of communication tools: synchronous, which requires real time and place, and asynchronous, which doesn't require a real time and place. The two communication modes for the tools are outlined here and are equally important to building community and nurturing regular and effective contact. Choosing one of each is the challenge here as you work on to develop effective ways to communicate. Some of the tools are fully integrated into Blackboard and some are more like three-party applications. Under the synchronous mode, we have Chat and Virtual Classroom, Wimba Pronto, CCC Confer, Skype. Under asynchronous communication tools, we have threaded discussion forums, blogs, wikis, journals, email, Facebook, Twitter, just to name a few. Threaded discussion forums. The Threaded Discussion Board is an outcomes-based learning tool that is applied in a number of ways to enhance learning and measure performance. Forums can be made up of individual discussion threads that can be organized around a particular subject or topic. They can appear throughout a course in any area where you choose. Threaded discussions are probably the most commonly used communication tool in online learning. The power of the forums are in their ability to build community among the class, gauge students on what they're learning, and the 24/7 opportunity to learn and participate by allowing students to teach each other. As an instructor, you become more of a facilitator, observing the learning process unfold. Blogs. A web blog, or simply called a blog, is basically a journal that is available to chronicle information, can be thought of similar to a diary or used as a daily pulpit. It is also used as a collaborative space. Blogs are an effective means of gaining insight into students' activities and provide a way to share the knowledge and materials collected. You can upload an avatar or your image and it will show up in the blog entries. Blogs, again, are chronologically ordered to help keep a log, observation, opinion, record, or thoughts. It feels like a more free-flowing form of communication and can be set up informally or formally with rubrics, guidelines, and models. Journals. A journal is a self-reflective or observation tool for students. Only the student and the instructor are able to comment on journal entries. However, journals can be made public by the instructor so all enrolled users can read the entries made to the journal topic. Instructors can create and assign journals to each student in a group in order to communicate privately regarding course issues. This particular tool also has the ability to have your image or avatar displayed. Journals are considered again a reflective form of communication. They can be used as a guide and assessment tool as you observe how students are articulating, interpreting materials, assignments, and activities in your class. Wikis. A wiki is a collaborative tool that can be used as an individual or in a group. Think of a wiki as a collaborative space within the course where all students can view, contribute, and edit content. They can also be used as a resource for students to view information and content relevant to their courses. Wikis are one of the most powerful known tools for collaboration. There are many uses and applications to the wiki. It can be used individually to showcase projects or collaboratively for group projects and research. Many interesting ways to use wikis. There was one recent example I heard that an instructor was having students write a class story, each contributing a passage or a paragraph each day until it was completed. Email. Email is electronic mail, a protocol for receiving and sending and storing electronic messages. Email inside of Blackboard is the external email system that sends email to the student's YCCD account. To activate an internal email system within Blackboard, you would need to select the tool Messages. Email can be used to alert students to special circumstances, cancellation of classes, system downtimes. You can email attachments and have private and general two-way communication. Email is considered a two-way communication, and interestingly, it is being replaced by our next technical savvy generation with texting because it's so easy and quick. Though email has its place among effective and regular contact, consider all the emails we get on a daily basis, and you have to come to the conclusion it is still one of the most widely used forms of regular and effective contact. Chat and the virtual classroom. Office hours and virtual classroom are synchronous communication tools, meaning students need to be at a place at the same time to participate. Chat allows the course members to interact with each other using a text-based messaging tool. It can also be a part of the virtual classroom and can be accessed separately. The virtual classroom has a whiteboard that the students and you can draw on. Students can ask questions, participate in a breakout session, and the system or session administrator establishes which tools in the virtual classroom users can access. Again, the virtual chat and classroom are live and in real-time communication and considered more of a text-based communication tools that can allow you to spontaneously communicate, lecture, demonstrate to students, discuss topics, hold office hours, clarify questions, and a variety of other uses. Wimba Pronto. Who's online? Wimba Pronto Basic is the instant messaging system designed specifically for educators and students. It is a third-party application that can be activated from within Blackboard. And once the account is created, the application is downloaded, there will be a shortcut from your desktop that can be provided. This third-party instant messaging system allows you and your students to see who is actively participating in the online class. There is an audio option if you would like to initialize the feature as well. Illuminate Live and CCC Confer. Most of us are familiar with CCC Confer, the virtual conferencing tool that is free to all staff and faculty and administrators in the community college system. What we have now in the Blackboard is a bridge, and it is considered a bridge to the CCC Confer, so you can integrate the same live synchronous distance learning virtual conferencing tool and as well as archive it. Basically, it's CCC Confer, but accessed and controlled from within the Blackboard classroom. By far, this is the most powerful and engaging communication tool available to us. It takes time to learn how to use, but it's well worth the effort. I always recommend to practice a session before taking it live to your students. With technology, you know there's always going to be challenges and interesting things that happen, like forgetting to turn on the audio or recording button if you want to archive the sessions. Group collaboration tools are also available. The group collaboration tool allows you to set up groups with access to all or specific communication tools as your students work in a collaborative environment. For example, you may want a group of students to work on a project or a research paper. The tools will be available for them to communicate to each other in the group. So you can create formal groups of students to collaborate on work, and you can choose the tools that they have access to. There are other powerful communication tools. Some of them you might be familiar with. Skype is a software application that allows users to make free voice and video calls over the internet. If you'd like to do video, you will need a webcam. Facebook is a social networking website that has certain features like the wall, status, news feed, and instant messaging. Twitter is a social networking and microblogging service that enables its users to send and read messages known as tweets. Tweets are text-based posts up to 140 characters. There are many other powerful communication tools for you to try and are currently being used for educational purposes. How to fit the tool to your needs. Okay, so now you have the basic overview. Don't think you need to know everything about the tool that you want to try at this point. We're going to have some practice with each of them. Let's work on reviewing your student learning outcomes and fit the tool to the need as best as possible at this point. So be flexible and be encouraged that you can start out simple and enhance and expand the usage over time. I state time and time again as a rule of thumb in effective practice, you need to provide examples and models for students in order to achieve the highest level of participation and contribution. For example, many instructors will provide a first threaded discussion following the rubrics and guidelines that they provide in order for students to get a sense of what is expected. So plan on using 2 of the communication tools, consider the time to maintain and manage them, spend time learning more about the tool, let's set up an assignment utilizing the tool, also providing models and examples to ensure the quality and effective outcomes, and let's assess the tool's productivity and outcomes afterwards. I would like to leave you with this last couple of thoughts. If you just communicate, you can get by, but if you skillfully communicate, you can work miracles. I hope you enjoyed exploring the different tools and opportunities to communicate and connect with your students. Thank you.